Hey guys, it's Nessa or Nessa Ellison, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be walking you guys through the steps of my everyday makeup routine. Dark skin friendly, of course, especially like great for the summer. It's not too much. You can get hot, you can sweat, you can have oily skin, but you're still gonna look cute, babe. So I got you, because I got you like that. Before we get into this video though, I would like to address the quality of the video. It's nice, but I only realized after filming that this video was filmed in high exposure and the saturation is absolutely crazy. But this is definitely something you're supposed to watch like when you're in a more calm mood, calm setting, like going to sleep or just trying to chill out. I am very soft-spoken throughout this whole video, really, and I'm just giving you guys the tips and what I use, the procedures, processes, all of that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it right up. You guys know I don't start anything without my essence, so we're doing that first. This is from xoxo. There's snail mucin. Give that 2 nice pumps. I have a mirror right here, so if you guys see me looking over, it's because the mirror is right there. Alright, next is the toner. Though Sun by Me is my favorite one, I am going to try out the Niacinamide Brightening Toner from Good Molecules. We have serum, and because I don't want to use anything that can cause sensitivity to the sun, I'm going to be using the discoloration correcting serum from Good Molecules as well. I just started using this, so I don't really have much to say on it, but this is it. Next, we're going to do eye moisturizer. Okay, so we're going to be doing the beta pentanol from Sun by Me. By the way, you guys, this is technically also the 30-day update from using Sun by Me products, because I haven't been using Good Molecules for that long. It hasn't even been 7 days, and this is how my skin is looking. So I don't feel like there's weird bleaching of the skin, no skin sensitivity. I honestly had the best experience with Sun by Me. I will give you guys my update with Good Molecules as well. Okay, so we have our skincare done, except we don't have sunscreen on yet. And usually I use Sun by Me's sunscreen protection, but since we are doing makeup today, I usually swap it out when I do makeup for Bobbi Brown's tinted moisturizers, which looks like this. I actually have this little trial size still that I need to buy the real one, but this is NYX's Professional Makeup Blur Sunscreen Primer. It has SPF 30, and so I thought this would be perfect since I am going to be outside today just for a little bit. So this is the texture. And we're just going to add that. Primer is supposed to be a layer on top of your skin, so I'm just going to pat that in. It's a little sticky now, like you guys can see, like you gotta close it or it's gonna get this weird sticky, like a thicker consistency. I love primer under my eyes because I feel like my eyes are always the hardest part to get makeup off of, and so putting primer there really like it's like that top layer, so it's like, oh, it makes it a little less difficult. And it also just serves as a great base. All right, so that is it for that NYX. Again, it is the NYX Blur Screen Primer in SPF 30. In shade Notori, you guys know that she does like 2 foundations, and ever since I did her makeup tutorial, like following her makeup, I've been doing the same. So we are going to go in with the Bobbi Brown, and by the way, this is in shade Rich 1. In with Best Skin Ever's from Sephora in 67p. This is what it looks like. I've had this for a little while, so I'm trying to get like rid of it, and I try not to let it touch my skin, but child, it's my makeup, I don't really care. And then I'm going to basically blend that in all over my face, and I'm going to try to strive for not bringing it too much to the forehead, just like bring the excess off to the forehead. And I don't press too hard when I do this part. Okay, so we have that down. I can't tell you guys where this is from. I wish somebody would like know so they could tell me, but this is what it looks like. It literally has no label anymore, like nothing on the top, nothing at all. But, and I also took the lipstick part off of it, and I just kind of like jam it in there and just dot like 3 dots to make liquid blush. It works really well. Go in with Fawn in LA Pro. And I don't go directly under my eye, I go a little bit lower. And then I bring this one up to give a more lifted eye. I know I already have like tiny eyes, but I like for it to look like it's going up. And then I do some over here, and that's always the first part I blend. I know why I do here, because I do have dark marks right there, and then my chin. And right here, I just do really lightly. The nose. This is the shade that I use in the winter, by the way. It's the Milk Full Makeup, Full Concealer, Full Coverage Concealer in 29N. I'm going to take this, which is from Huda Beauty. This is their Full Filter Concealer in the color Chocolate Chip, 8.7R. Whatever this part is called. That's a little much, but we might just need to add some more concealer. And then I'm gonna do a little bit right here just to bring some color. I feel like this is really good at bringing color. Now I'm gonna take my beauty blender to tap down on everything else and the mouth area, because the mouth area is usually not where I want to look the brightest. We're gonna go from the lightest parts out. Just going to tap everything out so it's nice and blended. The forehead as well. So I'm just going to use that edge to lightly tap. It kind of makes my nose look flat, but whatever. Alright, so now we're gonna take this and we're gonna try not to smear it, to just keep it in the place that it is out here on my face. I'm gonna take this crease brush. I don't even know, Sephora. I don't know where I got this brush. And we're just going to lightly blend. I'm not really dragging it. I'm keeping it in its place and just like that. This part is more tapping first. And then I lightly start going back and forth on the edges. But this part we are gonna blend some more because clearly, oh no, I got some of that brown on it. It's okay because it's still wet. I'm gonna take that beauty blender with that same side and blend out the edges of that. Remember how we put that tiny little bit of the Huda Beauty, this one right here? We're gonna crease this brush because I don't have those brushes. Well, I did, I don't know where it went. And we're going to work in an upwards motion from that area, and I like to do it basically from that area on both sides first before I get into the red, or else my whole face will be red. And not that I have a huge problem with that, but it just maybe looks better when your whole face isn't red. All right, so from that place we're creasing our brush like this and moving on up only. We're gonna do the same with the blush, up and up only. So like when I come back down, I only move up, that's what I mean. Up and up only. And then we can let it be big again and also still only move up only. So as you guys can see on this side, I'm a little too red, but is there such thing as too red? I don't know. We're going to lightly, very lightly dab. Get that area between the nose blended out. Don't leave any harsh lines. This side as well. And this side we mostly bring in until the very end. So like this whole part is still like have product on it, so I'm going to dab it but inward, and then when it has less product, that's when I start dabbing outward. And we want to kind of cover it in a right angle shape. We're really just following the shape of your eye, so like my eye is clicking at right angle. It's like it bends right here and then goes down, but you guys get what I mean, like an L, upside down L. Once we get around here, we can start lifting it, and I like to lift it all the way up, but not to my hair, just like maybe 2 fingers away from like my edges, but really bring that eye up. Take the beauty blender on the opposite side. This is just stained, it's not going anywhere, and I'm going to dab, going over 3 times. Take this side, do the same thing, going over 3 times like that, dabbing all of the inner corner of the beauty blender to bring this in. And the same for this side, although I kind of messed it up. And then there's always going to be some excess. I just put it on the bottom of my nose. All right, and that's not it. Now we have the star of the show, which is YSL's All Hours Hyper Bronzer. And this is multi-purpose. I use it as a finishing powder, like on top of where the concealer is supposed to be. So I basically use this as powder concealer. So you need to make sure your face is not as tacky. We're going to lightly dab. So I put it once. I've actually applied it twice. So this is like the first layer. This is way too light for me. I got it in peach pie. I don't know why this, oh, I think the sink is up, that's why. So I took the fluffy thing out, push that. I'm gonna put a heavy layer though, like that's the thing. Cause I want it to look lighter so it's really bright under my eye, cause I love a bright under eye. So we're going to dust that in. We really want this part to be the brightest, but we still want this part to look very lifted, so I don't do too much at first. Well, I guess that depends what your definition of too much is. I definitely like to go between the corners of my nose because I crease there like crazy. Put some on the nose as well, like that, and a little bit on the area that I just, you know, did that thing on. Anyways, we're just going to dust that off. Make sure you get between the nose or else it is going to crease. It's not helping if you put it and then don't touch it off. So like that. Now I'm gonna get a Q-tip because I don't know how to do eyebrows. So I'm gonna get a Q-tip to wipe off my eyebrows and also my lips. Like right here, it's like almost like as I cried. I don't know. But I might take some setting powder to see maybe there's like something going on right here. Just some setting powder to lighten that up because it's making it look really bad. And I'm just gonna, I think what happened was when I patted it in, maybe like some excess moisture. Anyways, we're gonna leave that on for a second. I'm gonna take a Q-tip, wet it. It's not having makeup anymore because I don't know why, but it always ends up in like my lip gloss and it makes it look like I just have a brown lip. Making sure like the beginning and some of the end is there. Then I take the same brush, dry, brush, I'm talking about Q-tip, and also on the brows. All right, let's see if doing that fixed anything. Let's use this powder. It gets real messy. See that? I'm gonna press it on my hand so we get a more even application. going to just brush it lightly, mostly on the areas where you know it could transfer easily. This also really helps with oil control, so that's why I really use it. This is Give Can't Stop Staring Mascara in the color Can't Stop Staring by Gwen Stefani, I think. I really don't remember. It just gives Gwen Stefani because it says Give. So I do put some on my eyelashes, obviously. But to make my moles, I also use mascara. Before I put it on my bottom lashes, because I love mascara on bottom lash, I look up and I'm basically going to dust this off because I don't want any creasing right here. So I press it a little hard just to clean up so we don't get creasing there. And I kind of like shimmy it like this on my bottom lashes. And then I use something with a pointy edge. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes usually I use the end of my concealer stick. Sometimes I use a pen. Sometimes I use lead pencils without the actual lead touching my skin. Anything with a pointy edge. And I have one naturally right here, so I do that one. Did it dot? Not enough. It's like I feel the cold, but I don't see it, so. Right there. And I had a pimple here, and I still kind of see the mark, so I put it, usually I try to cover up my pimples, but I try to do like 2, max 3. So I have one right here, because I have one naturally right here, but honestly, it's not even worth putting because I eat, and like it just always comes off my lip. I don't know. So now, before I put anything on my lips, I do go in with some A&D ointment. When I have Aquaphor, I use Aquaphor, which I definitely need to restock on. This is sometimes in my everyday makeup look, sometimes not. And I only do the top, and I only do that. So like a little birdie. And then I lift it up on those sides. I don't touch the bottom because it always looks weird to me. Again, with that brush, lightly, and I just tap it really lightly because sometimes I do touch it up after the fact that I've put the setting powder and everything. But usually I'm not hugging anybody from the middle of my face, so it doesn't really bother me. And I brush it out. And I put some right here. I don't know, something about like the corner being bright just does something to me. The brush again. On this eye, I have to be careful of the mole. And then I take the actual brush, which had the setting powder on it, and I lightly just give it like 5 dabs. We're gonna pat it off, and we're just gonna lift like that. And the only reason I'm wiping my lips one more time is to show you guys that literally there's always some excess on my lips. It's better to wipe your lip with something on top of it than nothing at all. Alright, I'm gonna let my hair down. I probably will let your hair down. This is technically the finished product, but the very last thing I do, I got this from the dollar store. I mean, not the dollar store, the beauty supply store. It was like $1 or $2. And I use that on my lips because it gives like this, first off, it gives like this really nice glow to your lip. And also over time, like your lip kind of become like I feel like my lips become maybe pink when I use this, so I don't know. And I kind of go over the top lip, over the whatever border this is called. And I really like to go in there. I realized that the saturation and the brightness was just so extreme, so I'm sorry about that, but all the steps were true. The only thing is that the saturation was way extra in the brightness, so it messed with the quality of the video, I would say. And I have partly to say that it's this light behind me that I usually don't film with a yellow light at all, so I'm so sorry about that. But this is the final look after a full day's wear. I really love this look. It's very simple, like you can't really tell you have much makeup on, if you can tell at all. So I usually get lots of compliments like, oh my gosh, I love your skin, I love your skin. It's like, thanks, but I got dark marks all over, but thank you anyway, I guess. But yeah, this is my everyday easy peasy dark skin friendly makeup routine. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about products I use, processes that I may have used, then comment them down below. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am doing this new thing on my channel where I am going live at least 4 times a week, and it's been going great so far. So I also am posting more in the community tab, so if you want to keep up with me over there, that's where you'll keep up with me. I'm really back to YouTube because I love YouTube. Let's roll a montage.